One of the main reasons that led me, along with others, to start NOAH was because there was a void in Nashville that we needed another justice group to galvanize and organize people in Nashville to stand up and fight for justice. One of the reasons why one-on-one is so important for organizations like the Gamaliel Foundation and NOAH, because it's interpersonal. That is, it's based on developing relationships. Relationships within the organization is extremely important, that you will know who you're working with, but also building relationships outside of NOAH, with the politicians, with community individuals. That's so important, to get to know people, get to know what their self-interest is. And that's one of the things that is so important in one-on-ones. And that's kind of like the lifeline of NOAH and the Gamaliel Foundation, all of its affiliates across this nation. So one-on-ones are very important. Coming from a congregational point of view, Christian point of view, again, one-on-ones are so important for building within your own individual organizations or congregation of units, not just NOAH. One of the things that is important for empowerment of people, you have to train and unite people to do the work. And what we normally do with the Gamaliel Foundation and NOAH, we take just ordinary people and train and equip them to use their God-given power. And from a faith-based perspective, power does not belong to us. It's only loaned to us. We are stewards of God's power. And we want to use this power to bring about transformational justice. And that's very important. Power is needed, but we never take it for granted. It's God's power that we are using. And this is one of the fundamental tenets of the Gamaliel Foundation and of all of its affiliates. Reason why anti-racism is a key proponent of NOAH is that because when we look at most of the disparities and inequities in our society, they are based on systemic and structural racism. It's a historical part of this nation, 400 years that I know African Americans have been here. So this is a basic part. So we have to be anti-racist. We have to fight racism. Because if you look at even the major issues that we are focusing on NOAH, whether from affordable housing, our criminal justice system, our educational task force, our economic equity task force, and our voting rights committee, our IVE, integrated voters engagement, all of those issues we can see, and the problems that we have are based on racism. That's the reason why we have an anti-racism statement. It's a basic part of NOAH, part of our mission, part of our vision. I don't have just one proud moment, but several of my proudest moments are being able to galvanize over 60 groups, diverse groups, interfaith groups, interpersonal groups, intergenerational groups, labor unions, and community organizations. I think that was a key point to helping NOAH to grow and to fight against some of the issues. We have won several issues, even though they were preemptive, but it was very good that we won those issues. And we are still fighting to gain other victories for NOAH. But again, just to have this group is the proudest moment. We started off initially, we had about 13 groups. The day we had our covenant event, we had grown to 30, and now we are 60 plus organizations. And that's proud to be able to keep these organizations going and getting more organizations. One of the things that people should become a part of NOAH or any justice group, but especially we want to invite people to be a part of NOAH if they have concern and welfare for all people. That's very important. I think one of the congregations that we have, one of the basic of all of our congregations, which consists of four communities of faith. We have our Jews, our Christians, Muslims, and Unitarians, and all of their basic faith statements dealing with people. You can only join NOAH through an organization. But right now we have numerous groups that are individuals who can come a part of NOAH. And you can work on any of our task forces. You can work with our working committees. Unfortunately, right now, you will not be able to vote, but you can help bring about change. And many individuals who started as individuals brought in their organizations because they believed in NOAH. And that's why if you're interested in bringing about justice in our society, you will become a part of it. And one reason that you come as a group, it's hard for one individual group to fight against the injustice. But when you get several groups, you have the same self-interest and the same passion for justice, you can work together and bring about change. And we want to bring more congregations, more labor unions, more community organizations to become a part of us. The larger we are, the more progress we can have. And we still believe in that organizing people and organizing money. So the more people we get, the more organizations become a part of NOAH. I believe we can have a whole lot of victories to make Nashville a greater city.